What's going on, guys? So, topic of today's video is how to basically double your website opportunities from basically having to do practically nothing. So, I wanted to get into this because this is actually a fairly big problem, and if you stick around to the end, I'll show you how you can literally, do what I say, double your website opportunities now without having to change a single thing. Okay, just change one thing on your website, but even then, changes nothing about the appearance. So what is the big issue? Well, the big issue is that if your website currently gets a ton of organic traffic, whether this is from SEO, Google My Business, and if you're not doing both of those, you should be. But if you're getting a lot of website traffic, a lot of visitors to your website, but not so much of that tracks to business opportunities, whether that's a lead in the form of someone leaving their name and number, or someone directly booking an actual appointment. Point is that if you, let's say, getting 100 people clicking onto your website and only one or two of them actually become customers, you're doing something wrong. Now, what you could be doing wrong, there's many things. In general, I would argue that if your website's conversion rate is that low, main thing is that you've made it too complex. You need to simplify the hell out of your website. And I'm not going to tell you what you should be doing here because that will take too long. And also, there's a good chance that, well, like me, I mean, I'm not exactly a coding expert and I don't know what platforms you're using, but if you're not really that techie, actually creating this, actually revamping your website so that it can actually start producing more customers, well, that's a bit of an issue. So I'd rather give you something simple, changes literally just one tiny piece of your website, but changes none of the actual outside appearance, but can literally do this. Okay, so what is the solution? Facebook. Specifically the Facebook pixel. Now, what is this? If you've ever gone onto someone else's website and, best example is on e-commerce stores, and you're about to buy something but you didn't, and then you got kind of these sets of ads following you around the internet like, hey, you didn't complete your purchase. Those are what are known as Facebook retargeting ads. And cool thing about Facebook retargeting is that if you have your Facebook pixel, because of the Facebook pixel, it tracks everyone that was on your website. Specifically, and this is something cool, if you if you've already watched yesterday's video and you've actually set up a Facebook business account, you can actually get one for yourself. You can take this pixel and put it into something known as the global header of your website. Now, this is something that depends on who you have. If you have someone like Wix, you don't even need to go that far. There's actually a section in it where you just actually put in, it actually says pixels, and you can just put it in the Facebook pixel. On the other hand, if you're using something a little bit more complex, like let's say WordPress, or even if you don't actually know what you're using, chances are you'd have to put it in through here. Now, what happens is that every time someone comes into your website, they get immediately tracked by this. So this is actually some way to not only see how many people are coming to your website, but to see how well your website does by itself. The big issue with this, and what this kind of represents, is that a lot of people are coming to you with a problem, and they didn't find what they were looking for. So again, this can come back down to your website wasn't simple enough. But just in general, regardless of what it was, we know that these are people that are not only problem aware, they're aware of their problem, but they're aware of the solution. These are high quality potential clients. And you're just leaving them on there, and there's a good chance that some of them have gone to your competitors, but at the same time, there's a good chance that some of them haven't just taken action yet. They just need that right incentive to do so. That's the one you're going to go for. So, if you go into your Facebook business account, you actually set up a Facebook pixel, and then it'll give you a line of code. You put this into your global header or your pixel, whatever platform you're using. Just depends on the platform, obviously. You actually put that in. What you can do that from then on is you can retarget anyone that's been to your website. Now, in general, if people have actually been to your website and they haven't booked, you can actually, there are more complex ways of doing this. I don't want to confuse you. I don't want to take too long to explain this. So the best thing you can do is everyone who's been to your website, tag them as a retargeting audience. And everyone who's been to your website, follow them around with an ad. Put an ad on Facebook, and just you can do 1,000,001 different things. Here's what you should do. Whatever your most sexiest introductory offer is, whether it's a 50% off or a buy this but get all this free, whatever it is, center that around the ad. Feel free to even take a Canva account and actually make it creative. If it's creative, it stands on the newsfeed, so by all means. You don't even have to go that far. Everyone who's visited your website will get followed around with this ad saying, hey, I noticed you didn't book a session. You probably didn't see this, but we have this awesome introductory session. It includes this, this, and this for this price. And then just tell them what to do. Say, click book now below and set your date and time, assuming you use a scheduling software. If you don't, just say book now below, and you can say, and then just leave your details. If you, let's say you want to do a lead form ad. Obviously those get a bit more complex, but the point is that anyone who visits your website, you can follow them around with ads. And that's cool, because if you've got a really cool offer, you don't have to sell these people. That's the cool thing. They're aware of the problem and they're aware of the solution. You don't have to sell these people anything. You just have to give them a good enough incentive to come into your business. And that's it.